Yo, I heard you were thinking about getting the Lunar Moon add-on. Well, let's hope this review can help you decide if that's something you want to do or not. So the Lunar Moon add-on by Teplight Studios comes in at 999 Minecoins, which is about $6 in my local currency. It's a bit on the higher side for add-ons, but with that out the way, let's go ahead and get into the review. So as with all other add-ons, you start off with two items, a guidebook and a settings. So first we'll go over the guidebook. As you can see here, there's a bunch of different items that come with the add-on. Provides armor, weapons, totems that you can use, masks and stuff like that. The moon does have different phases that it goes through when the lunar moon does strike. So a lot of things that people get confused is that people say the lunar moon doesn't come every night. So it does only happen on full moons, just to clarify that, because at first I thought the same thing too. But there are 8 phases, and as you can see on screen, those are the different phases that do occur throughout the lunar moon. You can take a look here. I'm not gonna read this because it's too damn long, but it's up to you. You can pause the video, take a look, whatever you want to do. But some of the things do include like gravity lifting you up, meteor showers, possessed mobs from another do spawn. And there's a different totems, as you can see here on screen. I will get into that later, so I'm gonna get out of here. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at the settings tool that does come with the add-on. When you start up the world, it is gonna give it to you. You can choose what phases you want on if some of them are annoying to you. It's very customizable. You can increase another spawn limit. You can increase possessed spawn, and I'm gonna do that for the purpose of this video. And you can also turn on the distance of the moon, which is a pretty cool feature. So we'll start with the items now. We have the meteor fragments. Those fragments are actually dropped by mobs when they're killed during the lunar moon, and that can actually be used to make what's called a meteor ingot, which is the next item on this list here. The meteor ingot is crafted with 9 meteor fragments. With those 9 meteor fragments, you will get the meteor ingot, which I just said. And with those ingots, you can use them to craft armors, which I will get into in a minute, which is the meteor armor set. And each armor set does provide you with unique skills, and they don't feel too overpowering, which is something about the add-on that I really liked. But let's get straight into the meteor armor. You need diamond as part of the recipe and 24 meteor fragments. So let's go ahead into the inventory and the crafting table and craft a complete meteor armor set. It is crafted as you would with any vanilla armor, except with a diamond in the middle. That's the only difference. Let's go ahead and equip the meteor armor set. And you can see here, it does give us resistance, which is pretty nice to have because some of the mobs can overpower you in terms of groups and numbers during the lunar moon. So next we have the soul fragment, which you can use to craft the soul armor, which does also require iron ingots. So let's go ahead and craft that. The same thing, the armor is going to be crafted in the same way as you would with vanilla armor, except with an iron ingot added into that recipe. So let's go ahead and craft this and go ahead and replace our meteor armor set with the soul armor set. So as I grab on these boots, you will see that this also provides you with an ability, which is speed 1, which again does not feel overpowering, which is nice to have because I myself am not a fan of overpowered add-ons because then it just kind of takes the fun out of everything. And the next following items that we have here are not craftable. These are only able to be purchased by the Lunar Moon Trader, and those items are going to be the possessed armor set, the moon mask, which I will show you later as well. Then there are these 2 swords, which is the meteor sword, the soul dagger, which I did forget to go over in the video, but they do have abilities as well that they provide you using the interact button. So there's a lot of cool things you can do. So what I'm doing here is I am getting prepared with iron armor and an iron sword to get ready to take on the lunar moon for the first night. I put on iron armor because that's what most people will tend to have, especially early stages. So I just kind of want to show you guys that it's not as easy as some people may make it seem when you have, you know, diamond armor set or netherite. But it does have custom music as well, which is a pretty awesome detail they included, and I wish that more did have that. But from this point on, I am going to let the gameplay show for itself. I may, you know, add some words here and there, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys once the lunar moon is over. That chicken noodle, what was about to happen? So you can see some of the mutated mobs. I'm going to let you know now that not all of them were here, and I'm going to leave that to your imagination, because if you do get it, there are some that are pretty cool, like the Iron Golem and you know, some of the other ones, but there's only some of them that are shown here. So, so as you can see, it can get stupid. It can get overwhelming, because you can see you get outnumbered pretty quickly. So the screen turns red because this is the part where the nether mobs start spawning, which I thought it was a really cool feature to have in there. It kind of lets you know hell is here, and yeah, they're pretty strong. So apparently there's a bit of a bug with the moon. I guess when you look away, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check with the studio to see. So that was the Lunar Moon event, which was pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip the moon mask. So the next Lunar Moon event, I can show you what it does. But these are the mobs that are in the Lunar Moon, and it is confirmed by the developers at Teplight Studios that they are going to be adding more mobs in the future. But this is just for now. They have the zombie creeper, zombie villager, regular zombie, cow, sheep, chicken, iron golem, enderman, pig, witch, and then I believe that is it for now. So these are the totems. What these totems do is they protect a certain area in a radius. So they go in order. So copper is the smallest amount, and I will go over that in the guidebook in a second. But with these ores, which you can get from the Lunar Moon Trader, if you interact with it, it'll increase the radius. So first is copper, then gold, and then we move to diamond. And each one of these orbs increase the radius. So if we look at copper, it says this totem would allow you to protect your house / base in a 16 block radius. Gold is 32 blocks and diamond is 48 blocks. So it's something good to have if you're trying to protect like a base or something like that. And the moon mask, that will change its facial expressions with the faces of the moon, which is super cool. And again, I'll be showing you that at the next Lunar Moon event. These swords, I grabbed them and completely forgot to use them because I just forgot and I forget everything. So I'm not even gonna make up an excuse. So let's go ahead and get into another Lunar Moon so I can show you how the moon mask works. And also, this is the Lunar Moon Trader too, which I forgot to mention. Here's how you could trade some of the items, like the, you know, the armor sets, the gold orbs, the swords, totems. So, you know, that's that for the trader. And then this is the mask. So every time the phase of the moon changes, the mask will also change too, which is something that I have not seen in an add-on before, which is kind of cool. So that's something if, you know, you want to know what phase that the moon is on, you can check that. And we also equipped the possessed armor, which gives you night vision. But that's all for the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.